Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we go on, I just want to remind you that if you like what you see, please remember to hit the thumbs up, tell us that you like it, and remember to subscribe. And when you subscribe, also remember to hit the notification button so that you get notified of new content as it drops. But let's get to the reason why we are here. The whole idea behind my channel is to focus on natural, sustainable and whole living. So to see how can we change things in our daily lives to make them more natural, more efficient and better for us and the planet as a whole. And today's episode is no different. So today I want to talk to you about inflammation in the body specifically. And the reason why this topic is so close to my heart is because I was diagnosed with arthritis roughly 2 years ago. I'm not sure what type of arthritis it was or it is because I stopped going for the test and I stopped going to the doctor, which is not my recommendation if you have a medical condition. It's just what I had to do for myself to cope at that stage. And now 2 years in, I am actually doing better than what I ever did before. And although I do realize that the story could have been different, I'm also still open to the idea of going back to the doctor if I feel that I need it, or if my condition worsens, or if anything else happens. So again, I'm not telling anyone to not go to the doctor. I have full belief in our medical profession and in the system. Just for myself, this was the route that I decided to take, and I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. So before we go into why I decided to rather take the natural route and not allopathic meds or medicine, let's first look at what is inflammation. So inflammation is the body's natural process of dealing with things that the body feels is threatening. So when you cut yourself or you bruise yourself, or you pick up a germ, bacteria or a virus, you become sick, your body has a response that it starts so that you can combat this sickness or this threat or this pathogen and get healthy. So it's your body's way of healing itself. Now there's various little systems and things that happen to ensure that your body actually heals itself, but the most notable one is that the moment that there is impact or a cut or something where your body says, there, that point, that is where the issue is, it sends lots of white blood cells to that area. And the white blood cells get to that area by enlarged blood vessels. So your blood vessels will enlarge, there will be an increased blood flow to the area, and that will then bring the white blood cells with. When this happens, of course, the area that is now inflamed, because that is what the inflammation is, becomes too small for this inpouring of extra blood and white blood cells. And so it sits out a little bit, it swells, and that is why you get swelling when you cut yourself or you get a bruise and it starts to get inflamed. It's also the reason why there is the red color. So those are just two of the responses that is part of this whole inflammation immuno response that your body triggers whenever it feels that there's a threat. When that threat is in your internal organs, this also happens, but obviously you won't be able to see it. You also won't be able to feel that it's red and a little bit hot, and there might even not be pain associated with this, because if the inflammation happens in an organ like your lungs, there are no pain nerve endings that can actually pick up that you are in pain. So that's why lung inflammation is very seldom sore. So this is now a natural response for your body to fight whatever it feels is threatening itself. So when this happens in a normal person, it's a good thing. It's the way for your body to heal itself and make sure that it doesn't get damaged or sick or whatever. Unfortunately, sometimes the body starts doing this when there is no pathogen and no threat. So the body, which is perfectly healthy, will start to send out this immunoresponse in response to nothing. And what happens then is that healthy tissue and healthy organs start to get attacked. And that is then chronic inflammation. And so many of our modern day diseases like arthritis, fibromyalgia, IBS, asthma, diabetes, all of these conditions have a link to chronic inflammation. Why the body does this, we don't know. Lots and lots of research is being done, but unfortunately there is no clear-cut answer at this stage. What we do know is that it is uncomfortable, it is sore, and it can even be life-threatening. If you have something like arthritis, you will know what the symptoms are of chronic inflammation. Fatigue, soreness, joint pain, joint stiffness, sores in your mouth. All of these are part of your body's response to this increased and continuous immunoresponse. And this is not pleasant. Now you can treat this by using drugs, medicine, things like non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. You can use cortisol. So there are a list of drugs that you can take that will numb the pain and help you with joint stiffness and with the mouth sores and all of those things. But as with most allopathic drugs, it keeps on treating the symptoms and forgets that it is actually the disease that needs to be treated. And that's why I've taken the decision 2 years ago to stop taking my meds and to rather change my whole lifestyles to see if I can combat the inflammation in a different way, so that I can start treating the disease instead of simply just the symptoms. Now, because there's no clear-cut answer on why we get this inflammation and why it continues, it's difficult to treat the disease, but you can try and stop the inflammation from happening. And you do that very effectively, firstly by changing your diet. So if we look at ways to fight inflammation, combat inflammation, or to stop it completely, my number one thing to do would be change your diet. Go on an anti-inflammatory diet as prescribed by the World Health Organization, the Mayo Clinic, and most other health organizations. The Arthritis Organization of America also prescribes this highly. So what makes the anti-inflammatory diet so special is it is basically the Mediterranean diet. So you increase your intake of fresh fruits and vegetables, fatty fish, good oils, good fats, no sugar, very low carb, high in whole grains. You can eat nuts, you can have some dairy, low in red meat. So everything that is good for you, that is what you should eat to increase your body's fighting chance of combating the inflammation, or for decreasing the inflammation. So number one, change your diet. If you would like a list of the foods that you should eat if you want to combat inflammation, then please visit the blog. I will put the link up here and as well in the descriptions, and you can also find it in the show notes section on the blog. Number two, exercise. If it's sore, find something that you can do, but don't stop moving. Even if it's just to go for a walk. You need to keep your body fit and agile. You need to keep on moving. And when you do exercise, moderation is key. Don't overdo it because you don't want to hurt your muscles when your body is already hurt with inflammation. So number two is exercise. Number three, keep hydrated. You need to drink enough fluids and you need to drink enough water. Coffee is a little bit of a grey area. I would not recommend having more than 2 cups a day. Number 4, I think, is stress. You need to try and decrease your stress levels. Stress is bad for you in every single aspect, and there has been proven links, or there are proven links between stress and inflammation. So get your stress levels down. And that leads me to the next point, nature. Being out in nature has so many benefits. You need sunlight to ensure that you get a good night's sleep. It de-stresses you, it helps with anxiety, it gives you the opportunity to exercise. It's just everything that's good for you. So if you want to combat your inflammation, get out in nature. Feel the grass between your feet and the sunlight on your face. Get out. And then the next one is sleep. If you are tired, then you will not be able to make the right decisions and to look after yourself properly. And as I've already said, one of the key symptoms of chronic inflammation is fatigue. So you really need to pay attention to your sleeping patterns and make sure that you get enough sleep in. Then the next point is supplements. There are a few proven ones, or ones that the research was successful or showed some improvement. Read up on that and make sure that you get the right supplements. My favorite is omega-3 fish oil capsules. They have been proven to show a reduction in Alzheimer's. They improve memory and brain function, and they also help with inflammation markers. So get a good quality supplement. You get ones that have been formulated specifically for inflammation or for arthritis or fibro or for whatever chronic disease you've got. So you can go and do your research on getting the best one that you can afford and take them religiously. Same time every day, and don't skip. Then the next point kind of combines two things. It combines eating the right foods with supplements, and that is herbal supplements or herbal remedies. Things like ginger, turmeric and garlic can be taken in capsule form. They have been shown to reduce inflammation, improve pain and help combat future attacks. No harm in trying, so get yourself a good quality supplement featuring these herbs. And then my last one, and this is also my favorite one, and that is CBD. Although the field of CBD is very new and there's not lots of research that has been done up to date, I do believe that it works. Since I've been taking my CBD pills at night, I have reduced my pain almost to nothing. I have more good days than bad days. It has increased or improved my brain fog. It helps me sleep better, it helps me function better, and it makes everything better. There are various ways that you can ingest this. You can have it in pill form, in syrup form, you can have it as an oil, you can use it topically, you can bath in it. There are various applications. And just make sure that you get it from a reputable source, and also make sure that it is legal wherever you are. CBD is not legal everywhere, so make sure that you read up on legislation and not get yourself in trouble over something seemingly innocent but not. So those are my tips on how to beat inflammation, how to decrease it, and how to feel better without taking your drugs or your medicine. If you have anything to add, please let me know. Comment, leave us a comment, send me an email. Would love to know what your strategies are to beat inflammation, and if you have anything that you struggle with, please share. I'm sure we're a community who loves to help. Please get in touch, and I'll see you next week. Bye.